Hello, hello, hello. It's your main man, Sean, something to write to Lewis, and eating some pizza. And across from me is my co-host. Hashtag this is Armando, and to the right is not Mr. Cool, not the Black John
Damn.
Travolta.
Ouch.
Instead today, Fred is MIA, and I got my main man, my man with the plan, in the golden hand, the iron fists, only like this. Josh.
Took the fans forever to find out who you were.
It's good to be with you weird fucks. But,
to join the circle.
I mean, was really hoping that was going to lead to a little bit more.
The jerking off, that is.
Little jack action. That's what we like to get into around here.
Little tease.
Got a lot of pizza in my mouth. So, what the fuck's been up? How the fuck are you guys? Welcome to the show. Say welcome to the show.
Welcome, Josh.
Oh, and this is Living with My Wife, Batman and Hip Hop, episode 9.
Fred would say that it's episode 10.
Fred's not
On some
all
other
that.
shit, though. This is episode 9.
Say it like a German.
Episode 9.
9. Say it. 9.
9!
9. My wife loves when I talk like that because she's Jewish.
Hell yeah.
Why is that a diss?
It's just, I like picking on her. I like picking on her, man. It's the best thing you can do. So, I saw Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
And so did this motherfucker.
just lay it on me.
I cried, as you know. I cried and came. I never thought my cum and tears could be involved.
They
You know?
really work well together.
They were.
It's
Coming out of my eyes.
Just something magical happens when the two trail and meet and mix.
usually in the belly button area, I find is the best.
I feel as if my balls replaced my eyeballs. You know
So
what I'm
you were
saying?
crying from your dick, basically.
Yeah.
That's why okay.
Crying from my dick. Crying from my... No.
Well, set it up for me then. Why did you cry? How was it?
Do you want to know
yeah,
why?
I know I did you dirty on the Guardians of the Galaxy, so go ahead. I'm still going to watch it, even if it gets spoiled. Let me have it.
I mean, we're just jumping right into it. Terrible way to reveal spoilers because I'm jumping to the end of the film because I'm giving you why I cried.
Spoiler alert, by the way. So you can't say that we didn't say that.
It's been out, what, 2
You've
weeks?
had time to see it, so it's on you. Yeah.
People still will complain, though. So I'm just...
What people? Our one viewer, Jade.
I guess I'm just thinking big.
No, I wish. To the very end of the movie, Steve Trevor, her lover, dies. Goes out as a fucking hero.
As a fucking champion.
Spoiler alert, babe. I said that. Saying they do complain, I guess. I told you, our one fan. I fucking told you. But he goes out like a fucking hero. A true hero. Babe, spoiler alert, I told you. What are you doing? Earmuffs. But, well, then I guess I can't go into super detail about it because my wife's watching me. So, Josh, what happens?
I'm not trying to get slayed by,
Just
by
fucking...
your wife.
What were your views on the movie, man? How did you feel about it?
For an origin story, it's probably one of the best, in
I
my
agree.
opinion. I mean, out of all of them I've seen, they just really capture her growing up, not knowing anything but where she's from, and seeing her grow just in the short time that she's in, I guess, our world, just growing up and kind of starting to understand that there's more than what she's been taught is fucking fantastic.
I mean, they play that to the point where she seems dingy at times in our world because she
She
just
doesn't know how things operate and shit.
not at all. She's just so unfamiliar with this shit, which it's hilarious. It's good, action packed. Give it a 10 out of 10 because I'm a DC fan and I suck the chode of DC on a day-to-day basis. I don't know. The action scenes are wonderful. Fucking done very well. I'm really just shooting the shit right now. It's kind of...
Would you say, I can't remember her name, but is this woman who plays her, would this be considered Wonder Woman? Like, this is your Wonder Woman.
Gal Gadot. Gal
I
Gadot.
can never say her name.
I still don't know if that's pronounced right. Yes. I'd give... Well, my wife is my Wonder Woman. But she did wonderful, I feel. Excellent. It was perfect.
I feel like even her stature.
She's built well.
Because, Amazonian, she's
Yes.
built to fill that role.
This chick worked out for it, definitely.
That's what I heard.
It was done well, man. Ares. Ares was done fucking well. I loved it. You know who Ares is,
God
correct?
War.
Yeah, you've seen his armor. He had it in the fucking movie. It was brilliant. There's a scene where they run up in this village that's being held hostage. Wonder Woman runs up in there, flips a fucking tank or a jeep or some shit, fucks everybody up. It's brilliant, dude. They did great.
Yeah, and she really starts growing into learning what she's able to do. She kind of like progresses, like unsure at first. When she does some stuff, like, holy shit, I didn't know that was possible. And then as the movie goes, she's like, I am badass.
Yeah, I love like there's this one scene on what he's talking about where I guess she doesn't know what her bracelets could really do, and they got there in an alley or whatever, holding him hostage, about to rob him or some shit. I think, am I correct? They know he's a spy. They know he's a fucking spy. And anyway, he's like, stand back, and they shoot a fucking bullet. And she blocks that shit, and he's like, maybe not. And they just fuck everybody up. It was good. It's good. I'm trying to talk about the film and not reveal everything.
It's hard because there's so much.
Yeah. I'm like literally giving you shitty ass breadcrumbs right now.
They're still good though. They're still good.
It's great. The Lasso of Truth is fucking awesome. I love it. Yo, cool fun fact within the film is when the Lasso of Truth is used, it heats up. You know this. You saw the film. It heats you up, and that's what makes you want to tell the truth. It starts to burn you and shit. Anytime it won't let you lie. If you try lying, you fucking it burns the shit out of your shit.
So it's more of a torture device.
Kinda.
Really, it tortures you into finally getting it out so you can get that relief. So
Yeah.
you're not.
Because my whole understanding was that you just get lassoed with it and then you automatically tell the truth. You don't
And
have
that's how
another
I thought it
choice.
was. And am I right? That's
That was my portrayal of it. Like before that movie, I thought once you get lassoed, you're just spilling the truth.
That's what I think.
So they took a different little direction,
which is cool. It makes it more realistic.
Yeah.
Which I'm always into.
Yeah.
Let's turn superheroes into real life. Anyway, so that's my take on Wonder Love. Oh wait, I gotta say this. I cried twice. It's when she had sex with Steve Trevor. I was like, you fucking cheating ass.
You felt cheated on?
I did. I felt brokenhearted. I thought of my wife. And I was like, damn, this sucks. It hurt. It broke my goddamn heart. But it's fine. He's dead. I'm here.
Good sex scene though?
No,
No?
not at all.
Zilch.
Zero. Because it's a fucking... I don't know. Wonder Woman's a leader to women. And if they were to show her getting fucking plowed from the back, all respect lost. We, as men, can still stand here and respect her, currently at this moment. But if she was to be in there, just fucking...
You think she'd lose some...
Oh, yeah.
Respect.
I'd be like, dude,
Fair.
what the fuck? Thank you, tits.
I can see that. My favorite, not scene or anything, but I like that everything she had in her arsenal, whether her gauntlets, her shield, her sword, they used everything. And instead of like letting you wonder, like, well, what was she gonna do with the shield? What more can she do? Like, is there anything else? They let it all out there, and I think that showed her true potential.
She goes through the whole movie thinking that her sword is the god killer. Meant to kill gods, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, no. She is the god killer. It was fucking dope. You just gotta watch it.
It sounds like a really good movie.
Yeah, they
I
really
enjoyed it.
set it up well. And the way they did Ares was, like he said, was fantastic. I mean, anybody who's played Injustice or Injustice 2 with Ares on there,
It looks like
it's like they sucked him right out of the game and put him on screen.
Really?
Yeah, it was so good.
But yeah, I'd give it a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
100%.
Best
Same
DC
thing.
film.
Oh, yeah.
Two tens out of
definitely.
10. Okay.
Best DC film up to date.
Absolutely must watch.
I feel. My boy today got to watch The Dark Knight Returns. Though I'd like to know your fucking thoughts on that. Go into detail. Tell me what you fucking feel.
Blows your mind. Like just the aspect of Bruce Wayne being old. That in itself was like, whoa, wait. This is the superhero that I looked up to. Like he's not supposed to get old. Like he's
Not
supposed to be
he's slower.
be what he is. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's slower at times.
He's not as quick when he's fighting.
Not at all.
But that mind, the mind's the one thing he's not losing. So he's still Batman.
Yeah. I see the irony in them kind of humanizing the Bat, who was already a human superhero. So seeing something like that catch up with them, it hits me weird to hear it like that.
Yeah, it was something I wasn't ready for because I watched the films. I played the games, and every time he's just like young, well fit, always up to anybody's challenge.
He's perfect. He's ready to go.
And then that's just
They break him down.
But you see the other side. His inner demon is the Batman.
Yeah.
He is trying to separate himself from that, but there's always something that brings him back to being Batman.
That is my favorite Batman story. I've told you repeatedly today, just on this day. There's not a Batman story that I feel tops or surpasses that one in any way. I'm trying to burp, so that's why I'm like getting. There's not a greater story. It's so dark, so gritty, so realistic. I feel if Batman was to be on our Earth, that is where it would end up. He would end up just like that, suffering from fucking mental problems, fighting his own inner demons. Shit would get bad. That's how I feel the Batman would be. Maybe he'd start out cool at first, young, ready to go, but in the end, it ended in darkness. I feel the scene with him and Joker when he spits in his fucking face, and that's it.
It's Joker to me has always been something Batman has needed.
Yeah,
he needs him to keep him going, to kind of maybe remind him of why he's doing what he's doing, but also to have something to always chase after so he can always continue to be Batman. But then the scene with Joker spitting in his face, it's almost, to me, it was like insulting a friend. I know they weren't friends, that it was always I'm the good guy, you're the bad guy, but it was somebody he needed. And then finally to get rid of him and just to insult him like that, I was like, man, this is all of it crumbling.
And even after he died, on the end of that scene, he walks away, or he starts to walk away. He's shooting his gun, and he turns around, quit laughing at me, as if the Joker's still lingering there to fuck with him.
Very powerful scene.
That was good. Yeah. It was good. You guys both need to read that graphic novel. I highly suggest it. All day, I would blow that graphic novel if it had a penis.
Absolutely.
So.
And I only caught the ending, and I was still hooked.
You still didn't finish it. The Batman vs Superman fight was on the way.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what the whole thing is building up to. Was that. But Preacher Season 2 is coming out tomorrow. You need to watch it.
It's a very good show.
Did you watch that movie?
No, I haven't watched that movie you told me about yesterday.
There's a movie you need to fucking... I like how you mentioned. You told me about just yesterday. It's called...
Put some more blame on you.
Honey, come here. Please, you're hot. I love you. Jennifer Gardner. Please come here, baby girl. Alright, we watched this movie last night. It's called... Or not last night. Night before. I've told Josh about it. It's fucking brilliant. You guys should watch it.
Sneak in here.
Stanford, babe?
Yes.
Point to me like I watched it.
Stanford Prison Experiment. You know what's fucking brilliant? What they do is they take there's a psychologist. He's a professor at the school. They take like 6 students and make them prisoners. 6 students and make them guards. They turn a hallway of the school into a prison, a legit prison, and they lock the students in there and they give the guards all the authority, and he wants to see how people react in that situation. They're supposed to be in there for 2 fucking weeks, and it gets intense. It goes to the guards' heads, obviously. They fucking lose it. Yeah. They become complete dicks. The convicts, for some odd reason, submit more times than none. At the very beginning, they're kind of mouthy, but a little bit later, they start to bitch down, if you will.
I imagine in prison, though, you start to lose hope eventually.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
mean, just for people who were there for 2 weeks, but you go in front of a judge and tells you you're going to be in there for 15 years.
Thing that's
you might
crazy,
start to lose some hope.
they were in there for 6 days
Yeah, they didn't even make it through
before
the
it
whole
had to shut
the
down.
experiment.
It
Like,
got
quit
too
at
bad.
Didn't
6
even
days.
get halfway.
Mm-mm.
Damn.
Dang, that sounds intense.
It's really good.
It's good.
And these are a bunch of college kids, the
Yeah.
guards and the prisoners.
It's pretty good, and I don't know. We might view it later, but it's fucking brilliant, man. I don't know if I'd react in the same way as those prisoners, though.
No, you would have like flipped the fuck out.
I have bad anger problems, and the moment those fuckers started trying to touch me, I feel like I would lose it, you know, emotionally and shit. I feel like I would flip the fuck, like crying, like what the fuck am I doing? This is terrible, you know. But I also feel like my anger will play a huge toll on that. And when I see them trying to bully us and dumb us, hump this other man, the fuck, I lose my shit. I'd go crazy.
And
you
not
know?
just that, but you're not somebody who's in an actual prison with somebody who does have power over you. You're sitting there looking at somebody that might sit next to you in class. They're your age.
Crazy.
They might be younger than you.
And
It's going to
on
be hard
top
to
of
listen
that-
to someone like that.
I'm innocent.
Yeah.
We are all
You
innocent.
have done nothing
Right.
wrong. You shouldn't
But
be
they're like
treated
making
that.
them believe
They
that.
fuck with within 6 days. They got these kids believing.
Like when they
They're
go
fucked
like
off.
interview
It's
and stuff
fascinating.
with like the professors and stuff. The professors are talking to them like they're prisoners. They're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you're guilty.
Because they
you're-
make
you
them
know,
go to
like-
court within the school, but they make them go to court, and they're like, "How do you feel about these charges? Are you guilty?" And shit like I didn't do. Yes, you did. You're gonna sit here and
Yeah.
lie to us, and shit. And the kids are like, "The fuck, like, you know, what is going on?"
Yeah.
It's fucking intense, dude. It's a
That's
good
crazy
movie.
to be able to break someone down like that in 6 days.
The
It was-
experiment
well,
fascinates
less than
me.
that. One kid, a couple of kids snapped like within 2 days,
Uh,
not knowing the time and you know. Like,
Prisoner 8612, played by Ezra Miller, same dude that's playing the Flash in the Justice League, snapped within, what was it, 2 days? 2 days, he was done. Had to go. They wouldn't let him go. Eventually, they let him go, but
He
they
did break.
they weren't trying to let anybody go. The main dude, the psychiatrist, went to sleep though, and two of the people monitoring the experiment felt really bad and let him escape. They let him get the fuck out. So he lost it within 2 fucking days. He did a wonderful performance. So he played the rebel, if you will,
Yeah.
kind of. But he was a pushover like a mother. He wasn't hard. He tried to be
I didn't know
hard.
if you were saying puss. Or
No, I was saying he's a pushover.
Same shit. Same shit.
But he started off trying to influence the prisoners, like, fuck them, man, revolution, and shit, like, because it's in the 60s and 70s, which is dope. So, revolution, fuck you, pig, you, what they call him a lot? You,
I don't remember.
anyway, yeah, fuck you, pig, you know, shit like that. He played that role well. I'm ready to see him as Flash. It was good. It's a good movie. The experiment, though, fascinates me. My question to you, gentlemen, is how would you react? A, as a guard. B, as a prisoner in the experiment.
I personally think that I'd be a pretty defiant prisoner. It would be hard for me to be genuinely convinced into a mind frame that
I wouldn't want to be the man guarding you. Because I know you, personally.
Again, though, I don't think I'd let it get violent, but I wouldn't.
I
I'd like
just
to-
wouldn't be hitting you with no nightstick at all.
No, because then it would get violent if they actually. laid
Exactly, and
hands
they
on me.
did that in the
100%.
fucking
They did?
film.
Okay,
They
then
hit
no,
them with
then
nightsticks. They weren't allowed to at first. In the contract that these kids signed, they're making $15 an hour, which I guess back then was money.
$15
Yeah.
a day.
Oh yeah, $15 a day. I mean,
I was like, yeah, that is
So-
money.
so in the contract, they were allowed to leave when need be, when they felt like it, when they were done, and they were not allowed to be touched at all. Come day 2, a guard lost his shit and fucking slapped prisoner 8612. He was a mouthy shit.
It's
Yeah.
because the prisoner went and choked.
Oh yeah, the prisoner was flipping out and fucking choked and put him up on the thing, and dude knocked him with the nightstick. All the guards and prisoners stopped. Was like, the fuck, and you know, he sat there for a second. He's like, fuck that, put him in the hole, put his ass in the hole, and they lost it. I just wonder how realistic that is in the real life prisons. You know, I
I
don't know.
couldn't tell you anything about that.
I couldn't either. Biggs, where's Biggs when we need him?
Yeah.
I would give the guard right to slap the dude if he tried to choke you out. That's just defending yourself. I don't care if you're a
Yeah.
guard or a prisoner
100%.
at that point.
I agree. I agree 100%. If a prisoner touches me, I'm gonna touch him right back.
But if anybody touches me like a guard unprovoked, I'm gonna have issues. 'Cause
Exactly.
We're not in a
It's
real
not
jail.
fair.
This
Like,
is not
why
your
are you-
job. You don't get to play with my life like that.
And even in a real jail, I feel that that's very wrong. That should not be done to anybody.
Well, maybe that's why they did the experiment too, because American jails are supposed to be terrible and just like they treat people like trash. Albeit you get people that don't mind that for the pedophiles and the murderers, but people that are selling weed or committing money laundering, they don't necessarily need to be beat to death. Yeah,
and he said it multiple times. The psychiatrist, people would ask him, "What are you doing? What do you do?" He, I'm trying to do something good. I'm trying to do something good here. Never quite understood what that was. That was never made clear. That's why I want you guys to watch the movie. What was he trying to come up? What was he trying to figure out?
From an uneducated sense, I think he's trying to open people's eyes and show people like you put people in a position of power no matter how they start out, and it goes to a lot of people's heads, and just they can't handle it. Can't handle having control over another human life.
Yeah, it got bad.
That makes sense.
And stuff like that will really show your true colors and who you are. No matter who you think you are, when you get put on that pedestal and told that you are above someone else, it's really going to show how you handle it.
Okay. How would you act as a prisoner in that situation?
For me, it's a point of we're both human.
Yes.
You're the guard. You're in charge of me, but at the same time, respect that I'm a person just like you.
Exactly.
Yes.
As long as I follow the guidelines you set for me, then you should treat me as such. You should not necessarily reward me,
Yeah.
but on the same side of that, you just treat me like I'm just another person, like you would somebody on the street.
Oh yeah.
You don't
Not
have to
somebody
correct
behind
somebody
these
that's not
bars.
out of line.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
let me live here. Let me do what I'm doing. Let me do my time.
Let me
Don't-
serve my time and
Right.
pay my debt to society. And
I'll
don't
get up.
push me.
I'll go eat. I'll go to playtime. Whatever. Let me do my thing. Leave me be.
And as an individual, just me and my personal self, I got a bubble.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And once you step in that bubble, I'm gonna warn you.
I told you they violate.
We're getting this line. You're crossing it. I'm just gonna let you know if you get any further, it's not gonna be good.
The psychiatrist's goal from the very beginning is to degrade you as a human, feminize you. If they dress you in a prison dress, and all kind of shit off top, they're trying to degrade you, take away. He says, "I want to take away what makes them them." Fucking brutal. I don't know.
I think if you could stop that from happening, though, you could probably really win that experiment. Or not necessarily win, but it'd be very unprecedented because I don't think he'd be counting on somebody doing that.
What are your thoughts as guards?
I would like to say that I wouldn't let it go to my head, but I'm sure all of those people said that too. And I'm not saying that I worry about that, but those words can be kind of empty when everybody says that and then they get power and they flip like a coin.
Oh, yeah.
But I would like to think, just like he said, I'll respect people and nothing needs to be done unless somebody's out of line, actually out of line, attacking someone else, breaking rules. But if you're doing your time, my job is just there to watch you and make sure you're doing it right. And if you're doing it right, then I don't really have a job to do.
100%. Yeah.
I mean, that's my feelings on it, too. Like, I would like to think I'd be a cool guy, I'll talk to you. We can be cool. Don't disrespect me. I won't disrespect you. I'm not doing you any favors because I got a job. I'm doing my job.
Mm-hmm.
Not keistering anything for you. But, like, I'll respect you. You respect me. If you do wrong, you will be punished. If you do your shit right, I'll leave you be. And that's that. It's a job. I'm hired to monitor you. That's just my thoughts on it, my beliefs on it.
Yeah, it's one of those things you got to find the balance of I'm in control and we can be friends, but also that person has to know that, hey, you're here for a reason and I'm here for a reason. Let's not cross anything. Let's not get too friendly to where I'm questioning my morals in my job.
I mean,
and you not cross the line where you're going to get in further trouble.
I feel like that's where a lot of bosses and employees fuck up all the time. They become good friends and get personal.
Then you got to start hooking someone up.
Mm-hmm. I agree, man. I agree.
Do you think you have thick enough skin to walk down a prison cell block and not let them get under your skin? Talking about your family, your kid, your wife. Not necessarily about you, but the stuff that will hurt you. Do you think you can control yourself then?
Depends on the day. Depends on the day. He works with me. He sees how easily I can snap. So no, it depends literally on the day. I could walk in there one day and it'd be all spandex and good times. I'm telling you, I could walk in there, be happy as shit. Ah, I'm a bitch. High five. Have a good day. Next day, I'm a bitch. Nightstick, motherfucker. Nightstick. Hey, I can't even answer that question wholeheartedly.
How do you feel about it?
Man, that almost the same way he does. I mean, sometimes that stuff can just get under you and just like, you really want to fucking say that?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'm just here. Like, why are you saying that to me?
I'm doing my job, just walking, and you feel the need to confront me like that. And without the balls to talk about me, you're going to talk about someone else. I completely get it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it'd be a toughie. But I mean, like he was saying, there could be some days where my mind, I might be at work, but my mind might be somewhere else. And you can say all that, and I'd be like, well, I don't care. I just saw the new Wonder Woman movie. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's how. What about you? Let me say, I like how this is a comic book podcast, and this movie has influenced this conversation so much that we're just like,
It sounds like a damn good deep
it's
movie.
fucking
It
good.
really does.
Go ahead, tell me what you were saying, but it's fucking good, dude. Like,
I was trying to give an honest answer, and I think I'm right there with you guys. I'd like to think that I could shut it off and do my job, but you're exactly right. There's gonna be that one day I come in and I'm not myself, and someone's just gonna hit the wrong button.
I agree.
Exactly.
I think you got to have a lot of power, and it takes a specific type of people with that thick skull, that thick skin that can block all that shit out no matter what, and just keep it in their mind that these are just degenerate people that are trying to bother me, and I'm letting them win.
My
It takes a
question:
lot of thought.
Could Bruce Wayne do it?
I don't think he would run a clean prison, man.
You think he'd allow some crookedness?
No, but I think that he would be dropping the hammer on people. He would be
be
the
punishing.
warden.
You
Whenever
know
he
who
walks
would
down
be-
the hall, people.
You know who? And you'd hear. Shh.
Yeah.
You know who would be bad to hire as a prison guard?
Who?
The Punisher.
I really think the Punisher as a prison guard, you're gonna lower that population real quick.
Exactly.
Because there's just gonna be
kill
there's gonna
you.
be body bags out the door on the daily.
He's gonna kill
They're
everybody.
gonna name graveyards after him.
But hey,
It's
give him a
gonna be
year.
cool.
Those prisoners would probably be in line, though.
Oh
They
yeah.
got out.
Do you think Punisher or Batman would run a better prison?
I think it really depends on your word. But if you got, like, you talk about how prisoners act, I think prisoners would act more how you want them to be under the Punisher out of fear. And I think Batman, if anything, maybe, I was going to say he'd command more respect, but no. Because thinking about it, Batman probably put a lot of those people in there.
And he did, and they'd want to fight.
Yeah. So I completely backtrack on that.
Punisher didn't. He put some people in prison, but like a lot of people, the only reason they're in prison from Punisher is because he didn't kill them at that moment. He left the scene because he too was was
Committing crimes.
oh yeah, him too. So I don't know. Punisher would kill everybody.
Yeah.
100%. He would just get tired of it. Somebody mouth off and it'd just be a knife to the
Boom.
throat.
I don't know. Let's talk about the rehabilitation system of a convict going into the pen, coming out, a better
Reformed.
citizen. Yes. Punisher or Batman.
100%. I think Batman.
I agree.
That's
Batman
probably-
will put them all in the Robin program.
I feel like touching on Joker, I feel like the reason he never arrested Joker as often as he should or brought him to justice like he did everybody else was he wanted to give him that chance. Because he thought there was change in everybody.
I can dig it.
Everybody could find that good side of their self.
I can dig it. Onto the comic book knowledge. Okay? Batman the Killing Joke, my friend. I want you guys both to read it. Eventually, if you'd like.
Do you have it?
Yes.
Okay, I'll read it whenever.
Ask me what? Ask me again?
Do you have it?
What's up?
Smackdown.
I just threw it on the table like I had a giant dick. Anyway,
So that was your dick.
at the end of it, Batman and Joker are having their standoff. Batman offers them. Even at the fucking beginning, as a matter of fact. Here.
Is that the one where the Joker tells Batman that joke and he laughs?
Yes.
I've seen that clip. I saw that part where he tried to tell him that we could walk away from this and we don't have to end up killing each other. And the Joker said, "No, we're past that, man. It has to be one of us."
Yes, it's fucking brilliant. Hello, I came to talk. I've been thinking lately about you and about me. and about what's going to happen to us in the end. We're going to kill each other, aren't we? Perhaps you'll kill me, perhaps I'll kill you. Perhaps sooner, perhaps later. I just wanted to know that I'd made a genuine attempt to talk things over and avert that outcome. Just once. He's offering him like
way out.
Flip to the back of the book. It's brilliant.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to end like that. Here, I'll just read it. Joker pulls his gun on Batman. Click, click, click. It's one of his joke guns. God damn it, it's empty. I can't do a Joker for. God damn it, it's empty. I can't do a Joker. Well, what are you waiting for? I shot a defenseless girl. I terrorized an old man. Why don't you kick the hell out of me and get a standing ovation from the public gallery? He's not happy. I'm doing a happy Joker. I suck at Joker. Because I'm doing this one by the book. And because I don't want to. Don't you understand? I don't want to hurt you. I don't want either of us to end up killing each other. But we're both running out of alternatives, and we both know it. Maybe it all hinges on tonight. Maybe this is our last chance to sort this bloody mess out. If you don't take it, then we're locked onto a suicide course, both of us, to the death. It doesn't have to end like that. I don't know what it was that bent your life out of shape, but who knows? Maybe I've been there too. Maybe I can help. We could work together. I could rehabilitate you. You needn't be out there on the edge anymore. You needn't be alone. We don't have to kill each other. What do you say? And then he says, no, and tells him a joke. But this is where the Joker cries in that scene. Because of what Batman's offered. And it's not that he doesn't want to. He feels he can't.
I was going to say, you think the Joker can't forgive himself?
Yeah, he feels he can't ever go back.
Doesn't deserve forgiveness or doesn't deserve to get off the way Batman's offered. I think he thinks he deserves to die for everything he's done.
It's fucking brilliant. Good book. What was my point in that?
Talking about the rehabilitation.
Yeah.
Batman or Punisher. And how Batman would offer that chance to.
I feel like he would
find
before
that
he
other
snapped
side.
some necks. But anyway, I forgot completely of where I was going with any of my point. That's a good book.
Yeah.
I just love that at the beginning he walks up to him, sits at the Joker's table. Turns out not really being the Joker, it's somebody Joker has painted up as him in the asylum. Joker's already escaped at the very beginning of the book before you even know it. He's already out of the place
Naturally.
as usual.
Doing Joker things.
But he goes in, sits down. Joker, I've been thinking about you, and I've been thinking about me, and how this is all going to end. We're going to kill each other, aren't we? I just wanted to make one last genuine offer. What do you? Anyway, you know what he says. Fucking brilliant. I'm like, yes, good job, fucking Alan Moore, creator of Watchmen. See how I had to throw in creative Watchmen, like I know things because I forgot who wrote it.
Give credit where it's due.
You know, but I've been reading Watchmen. It's pretty good.
I'm going to get into that if you give me a chance.
You
after
watch-
I'm done with The Preacher.
Okay, it's a thick one. I got to finish it. But I probably won't finish it because I got to read Preacher Volume 4, motherfucker.
True.
Got to read it. You need to get on the Preacher
I need to
kick.
get
a
on
very
it,
good
apparently.
It's a very good book.
I promise, once you read issue 1, you'll be in. You'll be in the game. Hey, honey titties.
Did I put that pack of cigarettes over here?
No, you did not, ma'am.
Is it super violent?
It's
Preacher.
super fucking
Yeah,
violent.
it is.
Yes,
I can get down
baby.
with that.
Very graphic. It's very graphic in violence and graphic in its words.
What would you say about
Yeah.
Preacher,
Yeah.
Josh?
But it is real captivating. It's real different, a different type of story. Real edgy. It's good.
If
Yeah.
you're a
I can get down
religious
with
man,
that.
it makes you think a lot. It makes you question how real things are and how much hope can you really put into certain situations.
Right.
It's good. I'm not a religious man. Armando is a religious man, so that's how I know that. It to me just fucking expands your mind, and it's very amazing. It's like doing LSD without doing LSD because I'm not a druggie. So there you go.
Fair enough.
And parts of it are really, hard. Sometimes it's hard to get through. You kind of push through it a little bit, but like he said, it's telling a different story, and it really makes you think. And when you keep in mind that it's somebody's depiction and story and just creative thoughts. It's not real. It's not somebody being offensive. It's easier to take.
Yeah, I can get down with that.
We should have just called this like the comic book club podcast or the movie book club. It's like that's what we do. We kind of just read a book or watch a movie and suggest
Maybe
it
the
to
Breakfast Club.
So you guys ready to hate on me? Never
Why?
seen it.
Never seen
Oh, I haven't
Breakfast
either.
Club?
Bam.
I've heard great things about it, but I've never seen
So
it.
I'm the weird one at the table that
Man
has.
out, yep.
I
That's
hear it's
cool.
fucking like a classic.
Me too.
Oh,
It's a
it
cult
is.
classic.
I mean, it's the same reason I've seen 16 Candles, I think.
I want to see that. Kevin Smith suggested it. I want to see
I mean,
it.
it's a good one.
What's the story to 16 fucking Candles?
You know, and the times that I've seen it, I really think it's based around her going to prom.
Yeah. Is
And
it
like
good
her
though?
16th birthday getting ruined.
You know how easily I cry at films.
You'd 100% cry at least 3 times in this movie.
Yes!
Guaranteed.
I love
Guaranteed.
crying at movie.
Because you like getting so into stuff that it affects you like that.
Yes, I love it. Fucking rip my heart out. Fucking come on it. Put it back in, you know? I'm into that shit, dude. Imagine my sex life.
I was going to say.
I don't know. Let's talk porn. Okay? Last porn you watched. Go.
Oof. It's the one I told you about at work.
Spill it.
That
Go into
chick
deets.
needing a loan.
Where were you? What were you doing? What was going
Naturally,
on?
my normal setup
Were the lights on, off?
on.
Okay.
Because I like to see myself.
Okay.
Because I like me.
I like you too.
Fantastic. Come to my bathroom sometime. Anyways, chick needed a loan. Came to this dude for a loan. She's like, I really need this. Didn't really explain why. She just needed money. And he said, well, I think we can work out a deal. Drew up a little contract with some explicit, you need to do this.
Yeah.
And if you're late, then we've got to do it. But then it ended up like she's getting aroused by the contract. So they start getting a little freaky. And he gets real into it and starts licking that booty.
Quick question. Whoa. Quick question. Who directs these things?
A director.
Like they must be
I
like.
imagine they're amateur directors that like didn't make it into movies.
That's what I was gonna ask. Did they fail at their big goals?
They-
and just like I'm gonna write porn. Fuck it. I'm
They
gonna
had an
direct it.
idea for Titanic. They didn't like it, so they said, you know what? The porn industry's hot.
You-
Their idea was for the boat to be a dick.
Exactly.
That's what
And
happened.
the iceberg was a vag. And they're
Yeah.
like, can't write this.
So let's just fucking fuck it out.
Exactly. That's how you
Baby!
get into porn.
You know, I just thought of this, but all those porns with like superheroes and stuff like that, do you think they have to pay to use those images?
I mean, I feel like they
You don't think
should.
so?
I feel like they do it illegally.
Yeah, but if they did it illegally, you don't think they'd get caught?
They probably have got caught, but some of them probably didn't. I feel like the ones that have money into it, like, because you get the hentai all the time, little cartoon porns, I don't feel like they pay shit.
Octopuses. And all
Yeah, I
that.
don't feel like they pay a goddamn dime. But I feel like the people that actually, like, put in money into the shit, they probably pay DC
To
or
make
Marvel,
that
which makes me,
quality?
like, Ass Avengers, I feel like they paid.
You think DC likes getting them checks?
That's
From
what I was
Ass
going to ask.
Avengers?
Low key, everybody in the comic industry is a fucking porn addict, and that's what's really going on.
How do you cash that check at the bank?
Proudly,
They might have
Proudly.
that shit direct deposit.
This is my monthly Ass Avengers check.
Hey, it would be hard not to be proud cashing a $50,000 check. Just for
I mean,
Ass
yeah.
Avengers.
they use my characters, and they fucked them. Cha-ching! You know what I'm saying? I'd be good, bro. I'd be happy as fuck. I ask everybody that comes to this table, not off podcast, obviously I don't ask them this question, but everybody else that like enters podcast domain enters the chambers, if you will, the 36 chambers of my dick.
Okay.
No, I couldn't come up with anything cool. 2 superpowers.
2 superpowers.
What would they be? Why? And what would you do with them?
2 superpowers. I'd probably have to go with Professor X,
Like telekinesis.
telekinesis, and really the second one is almost pointless for me, to be honest. But if I had to pick something, because the 36 chambers of your dick, I'd probably go with Wolverine's.
So
Health
you'd be a
regen.
telekinesis having claw slicing motherfucker.
No, not the claws.
Oh, the regen.
Just the regen.
Okay.
But the telekinesis would be more important to me because, like, as far as my relationship, I could use that
yes.
to see, okay, what's the next step that I need to take that's the right one, so I don't keep going off the wrong path and go, why are you mad?
I like that you went right into the why. A lot of people have to re-ask that question, so that's dope that you automatically. And this is why. Marriage.
Yeah, I feel like it would
Keep
be better.
my wife in check.
Just, I mean, even just at home, but also, just everyday relationships.
I agree.
Like friendships. I mean, people getting stressed at work, I can just know, okay, this is what's bothering me, and then I can figure out, okay, this is what I can do to help them, to make the day better, to make things go
That'd be
smoother.
cool, man. That'd be a good.
It'd just
I can
be
dig it.
all around your life would just improve, I feel like. And then, I mean, also, you'd also get the stuff that you don't want to hear.
Yeah. Like shots of tranny porn and.
Yeah, like, whoa, why did he watch that? what was he doing?
Was that? What is going on there?
I didn't need to see that gerbil.
That'd be great. That'd be great. I don't know. Fuck's up with you? Tell me some good shit.
Some good shit.
What are your thoughts on this beard game?
You got a rocking beard going on.
Josh has a
How long does that
beard.
This has been going since, I'd say April.
April? Damn. That's really good.
I mean, it was trimmed back kind of like yours in April, so I already had a foundation, but I trimmed when I was job searching, got a job, and they said, hey, you can grow it out.
What does the beard represent to you, gentlemen?
I don't know if I could say that it represents anything for me. I like having one. I've always kept my beard since I was in high school because of football season. You put on a sweaty chin strap and you get a lot of acne and stuff, and beard helps that out. You don't get sweat in your skin. It's not rubbing. It's not abrasive. So I kept my beard for functionality, and then I liked it. As I got older, I was able to grow it out longer, get in the habit of just like rubbing it, touching it.
Yeah. I can dig that. What about you, man? I
Patience.
just zoned out. Patience.
Matt can grow a beard and get through the, holy crap, this is real itchy.
Mm-hmm.
Shows a lot of patience, perseverance.
That's dope.
Because
My
that phase
beard.
is no joke either. You got about a week straight where you feel like ripping your chin
You
off.
just got the crabs all over your face. That's what it feels like.
My beard game's not as vicious, so I couldn't tell you guys. I just like to look scruffy, so
Patience.
my wife prefers it. You know.
You still got the solid chin going on. I mean, if anything,
My chin
it's-
game's cool, man. It's just through here. It's kind of lame.
It's not for everybody, though. So if everybody had beards, then I'd be clean shaven.
I mean, it
Yeah.
became a thing though, like a trend within the last
Yeah,
4
Like that,
years.
what is it, the hipsters? And all that
Hipsters. Everybody
doing
started
it? Yeah.
fucking. That's what
Well,
happened.
they try to do the whole lumberjack thing with
Yeah.
it too, throwing on the flannel, and I'm like, don't mess with my people.
Can you even lift an axe? You
and
know.
working at Tin Gym, a lot of people, like in the locker rooms and stuff, they do their morning routines in the mirror. I see so much beard oil and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does
people.
beard oil fucking help?
I've never used it.
Oh.
I've heard some people say that it does, keeps it moisturized. I've heard some people say it's like snake oil. It's just people trying to make money.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I've used it, and I only use it when it seems like my shampoo's not cutting it
Yeah.
and my skin's getting dried out. I'll use it for a couple days straight, and then it seems to go back to normal, but it might be just like a mental thing.
Beard oil. What's the purpose of fucking beard oil?
I
though?
think it really is just to moisturize.
I thought it was to
Yeah.
help it grow.
They have some that are supposed to help it grow as I throw up my
I
rabbit
wouldn't
ears.
believe that.
But
As a kid, I thought shaving would help you grow.
yeah, it's just
It
like,
doesn't.
They say it doesn't.
I've been fucking shaving the hell out of my shit. I'm never cutting it again now.
that's the tip to get it to grow.
Don't
Never
cut it.
cutting it.
All right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna be a.
Because I've heard hair is one of those things that just doesn't stop growing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's got a point like on your head where it's like starts slowing down, but
As long as you leave it, it'll continue.
yeah.
Try
Top-
that thing. Go 2 months.
What are
Don't
your?
shave.
All right. Top 5 movies.
Oh wow, you're gonna throw
I was gonna say, you want me to pull 5 movies out my ass right now?
top 5?
Yep. I'll go first.
Go ahead.
All right. Let's go with
Oh, sorry.
Forrest Gump. Now these aren't in order. The Dark Knight. Let's go with Clerks. Big fan of the Clerk game. And these aren't like cinema's top. They're just
No, but they're what you enjoy the most.
yeah.
Movies that I assume your question is like movies you could just watch whenever. Pop them in and they're great.
Pulp Fiction.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a hard question.
That is a hard question. I'm still sitting here trying to think.
I'm literally just pulling shit that I really enjoy. Die Hard.
I'm going to throw Guardians of the Galaxy 1 on that list because that is a movie that no matter what time
It's
or place
good.
I'm at, pop it in, I can watch that.
I can dig that. I can fuck with that.
I'm going to throw Longest Yard on there. That movie's hilarious.
With Adam
to me.
Sandler?
Yeah,
Okay.
that movie's hilarious.
The Great Khali was in there. He was a pro wrestler.
Yeah, he was.
He was scary at first, and then you saw that movie.
Huge.
Who was? Where'd he go?
He might have just disappeared.
No, I quit watching
I haven't heard The
wrestling.
Great Khali in years.
You remember when I was in that wrestling
Yeah,
phase?
yeah.
Go ahead.
I got 2. Ted 2. That movie's hilarious.
I can dig some Ted. I like Ted. Ted was good.
That's when Marky Mark lets his Boston self come out
Yeah.
completely.
I can go for a Ted 3.
Yeah, I think I could too, but they'd really have to do a good job and not just be doing the same shit that they did in the last one.
Recast. Ted 3. Not allowed to use the same teddy bear or Mark Wahlberg.
Okay. I would probably throw in Seth MacFarlane then to take Mark Wahlberg's place.
It's a hell of a choice.
Good.
And I have to pick a different teddy bear?
Yeah.
Like a different stuffed animal entirely, or just somebody else's voice to play Ted?
Different stuffed animal.
Okay. I'd probably throw a monkey in there. Make a raunchy type of Curious George shit go on.
I like
yeah.
you.
Heck yeah. I can get down on that.
That's pretty good. What about you? Could you recast it?
You know, I was kind of going to be an asshole and say Donnie Wahlberg.
Okay.
That's your recast. I mean, it's not Mark,
I can dig it.
but I really don't see him filling those shoes.
You think it'd be funny to see Donnie walk out and then he just wouldn't perform like
Yeah,
Mark?
it would be just a big crapper.
Okay.
That's a hard one to recast.
What about
I
your,
liked his.
What about your stuffed animal?
Stuffed animal? The monkey was a hell of a choice.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of would like to see a parrot though,
I can dig that.
because parrots are kind of assholes.
Does it talk
When you
like a
train
parrot?
right, hell yeah.
Okay.
But a parrot with a Boston accent.
Yeah.
I'm taking it out of Boston.
Oh.
We're going to relocate in either Jersey or Cali. Okay. 2 completely different areas, I know. I'm going to go with Jason Lee replacing Mark Wahlberg.
Okay.
And I'll probably...
Can I ask you why?
1 second. And I'll probably replace it with Elmo. Because I just feel like it'd be a smut-driven, filthy
It would.
fucking
It
film.
would kill a lot of childhoods.
Is it still Elmo's voice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. No.
Can you imagine like Elmo saying like fuck and cunt and all that stuff?
Yeah. It'd be great. Let's change the voice, though. And let's make it Wanda Sykes.
Wanda Sykes. Wanda Sykes coming out of an Elmo.
Oh, yeah.
I'm having trouble even picturing this. Jason Lee with a Wanda Sykes Elmo in Jersey.
When is this release date for this movie? Because I need it now.
Yeah. I like the sound of that. I just feel like it'd be so filthy. Such a filthy film.
100%, especially with her as Elmo. Yeah.
I don't even feel like they'd be in the apartment. A lot of times I feel like they'd be in the strip club. A whole lot with Jason Lee.
Well, you asked me about movies. Let me spin it around. We talked about video games a little bit earlier. What would be king of all video games for you if you had to pick?
Of all fucking time.
Yeah,
My
I'll make
favorite.
it easier. Pick just one video game that you can play and never get bored. If that's the case, or one that
I
you
mean,
can play the
I
shit out of.
literally do have a reoccurring game. But throughout the years, I've played multiple times. It's Def Jam Fight for New York. When I started playing it back when I was what
12?
12 or 13.
Yeah.
Caught it again a little later, a couple years later, and a couple years later after that, I played it again. If I was to get it to this day, it's probably because of the customization options.
They did especially for how long ago it came out on the P2.
It's very
the game
fresh.
Fantastic.
Very fresh. And I'm not a fighting game kind of guy, too. I don't know if you know this. You know this, right? I hate those games. They bore the shit out of me. So this one is one reoccurring one. A story game, though, that I could possibly play again with patience, but that did thrill me, and I'll always remember it and consider it great, is The Suffering.
Yeah, that game was...
Did you ever play it or
I
hear about
never
it?
played The Suffering.
It was good. You were in a prison, a haunted prison, and you were this dude named Torque.
He went to prison for... The police came in, they found his son dead on the sidewalk. He killed his wife and drowned another one in a bathtub.
But he didn't do it.
No, he didn't do it.
He was framed.
Mhm.
And you're in this haunted-ass prison fighting all kinds of demons and shit. There's these things that run around with sword arms and sword legs that climb up on the fucking ceiling, and all you hear is their claw.
Yeah. I was going to say, yeah, it's a terrifying
It's a
game.
game out of night.
I've never played a game that
used
was
to
actually
scare the shit out of us.
horror-inducing. Because you sitting there playing, you got full control.
Who got
Lights
that
go out.
first?
You did. You brought it to my house. I remember that fucking day. I was at football practice, 4th grade, and you opened up the trunk and you were like, I got something. You showed me The Suffering, and I was like, cool, a new video game. We went home, like 9 o'clock, turned all the lights out, booted it up. Fucking terrible. You'll just be running around, minding your own business. All the lights in the prison will go out, and you just hear clink, 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 clink. Clink, 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 clink.
It's
Clink, 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 and the lights come back on. You're fucking surrounded, man.
I'm scarred.
It's terrible. Yeah.
You go into the showers. There was these little things like babies.
Yeah, they had
But
the
with, like,
syringes
needles in their
them.
back,
They
and
were
they'll
OD'd babies. or
Throw them
something.
at you. There was this big thing, man. You get a little deeper into the game. There were these big giant motherfuckers, and they'll like crouch down, and off the fucking their backs comes this giant ass fucking rocket launcher gun shit. Boom, boom, boom. It's scary as shit, dude. That game used to
And
scare the
if it
fuck out
wasn't
of
enough,
us.
Torque, the main character, also has the power to turn into a demon.
Yes, he does, and he has some big fucking Baraka claw.
He turns
going
into a
on.
Hulk with a giant 3-fingered hand and a giant blade. No eyes, sharp ass teeth. I'm about to see if I can pull this shit up real quick.
Yeah,
It was
God.
scary, dude. Like that game used to freak me out.
That sounds like something even as a grown man at
It's-
27 years
that's
old.
why I
I'd be
said-
like, you know what? I'm gonna wait till it's daylight to play this.
That's
And-
why I said I could possibly play it again. It scares the shit out of me.
And it had a sequel.
It did,
It had a sequel.
which was okay.
It wasn't as good as number one. though.
No, nothing beat number one.
They went all in, huh?
Yeah, it was a good game though. Like, and that's a story mode that will always
Here
stick
go
with
the
me.
sword people
Let me
you
see.
running around with, and then you got this big motherfucker.
Nah.
Let me see if I can
You
find
don't
it.
play that with the lights off.
We did. I love your
That's the
story.
demon he would turn into.
Man, that thing's messed up. That's something straight out of like a Freddy Krueger movie.
This game came out in 2004. That's how old it was. 13 years old, and I still feel
How
like
old
it
was
terrified
I?
me.
15 then?
No, I remember I was playing football, 4th grade, so I would have been 9. You would have been 11.
Oh wow.
Oh dang!
Yeah.
I was old then, and I still would have played it.
It's a damn good game, though, and the story is amazing. It's great.
What about you? What's a game that will always stick with you?
I mean,
I know you're into the Madden, but I'm talking like story that has
Madden's
always had
just a
your heart.
consistent buy every
Yeah.
year because I bought into that since like it was on Sega.
Mhm.
I was playing it back then, so I've been dedicated to it. But honestly, Pokemon Red.
Okay.
That's one that I played from like when I was 8 or 9, and I still play it today. I download it on my phone, on my emulator,
That's
and I'll
good.
still replay it.
What hooks you? What is it about that game, man?
I think for me, it's more than the game because I was real big into the cards. I was real big into the show.
So
We
it's
were
nostalgic for you.
Yeah, it's like I see the show when I play the game, and I replay episodes in my head as I'm going through each battle with the
Yeah.
gym leaders. I'm like, oh, I remember this from this episode, him beating Brock and all that.
And that one stuck pretty close to the show, you said, right?
Not the actual Pokemon Red. They did have like an emulator, a ROM, that was based off of the show. Like
Okay.
pretty much every step you took was like from episode 1,
That's
where
cool.
Ash is running late. Boom. In the
So
game,
you got
he's running late.
you're a huge Pokemon fan, are you?
I'm a pretty big fan. Yeah.
Because like you literally just told me what happens in episode 1. I don't remember really. I remember Mew fighting Mewtwo,
Yeah, that's from
Which-
the movie.
which was a good
From the
movie.
Pokemon
Yeah,
a
movie,
good
yeah, it
movie.
was
I
good.
remember that.
But
But
no, he got Pikachu because he was running late. He couldn't get a Charmander. Bulbasaur,
You remember too?
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
I do
man.
like Pokemon.
I do
thoroughly
too.
enjoy
Like
it.
we used to play the fuck out of the cards.
Yeah.
That and Yu-Gi-Oh, we were big on.
Cannot stand the show. I don't really like it, but the games are fantastic. I could just sit there 6,
Yu-Gi-Oh
8
or
hours
Pokemon?
Pokemon.
Okay.
I love. It's opposite for me. Love the Yu-Gi-Oh show. Love the cards. I didn't like the games too much.
No,
really didn't.
I played a Yu-Gi-Oh video game once, and I'm not a card game guy on video game like solitaire.
I love
You'll never
card
see me be one of those people playing solitaire on the laptop. That's boring as shit. I hate phone video games too.
Yeah, they're just they
They-
don't give you what
They
you
don't give you that fucking
No,
console
they
feeling,
don't.
you know.
And theirs are a lot of you pay to get better.
Yeah, and it's
you pay
just
to win games.
Yeah,
and you
it's-
don't really. It's not thrilling, man. It's just not
There's
thrilling.
something
for
about the grind, especially when it comes to video games.
Oh yeah.
and just the freedom that you can have on a console or a PC. The freedom, man. That's the new thing. That's where they fucked up now with my wallet is, bitch, they should have never made free roam and I would have never known that
Open
existed.
world, yeah.
Yeah, now you can only make it bigger and better, and if it's not, you're not getting my money. You literally have to outdo. I'm gonna give it to GTA 5 for making the probably now my second, but was when it dropped my favorite open world video game experience of all time.
GTA is close for me. The only reason I'm saying this is because it ties into this and my favorite video games. It would be what I could pick up and always get
Wait.
into.
Your choice might be my first on open world video games now, though. But go ahead.
Anything Elder Scrolls and Fallout.
Okay, and that's exactly why,
Yeah.
because it's going into those realms.
Mhm.
Like GTA 5 open world was great, but bitch, I can go back to the times of a night or into an apocalyptic world. Over.
And not even just stuff like that, but the old Oblivion, the Elder Scrolls 4.
I remember that.
That game is a classic.
It
I
is.
remember getting
I
out
could
of that
play that
prison, and then I had a DLC.
Did
dipped
you
out.
used to run up and punch the bars
Yeah.
while you waited?
Yeah.
I would always punch the bars. Did
Yeah.
you play Oblivion?
I did.
It was good. It was good.
But that little DLC where I think it was called The Wrath of Sheogorath.
I didn't get to
and
play
you,
it.
You swim out in the water, you find this little island or shack, and you open the door, and there's this dude sitting in there. And he tells you about taking you to another world, and the shack turns into a bunch of black butterflies, disappears, and it's like your character took LSD. There's all these mushrooms and colors, giants made out of bones, different type of reptilian people, and then there's this demon king up there that looks like a regular ass person, and he's real sensitive. You insult him, he takes you and he drops you off the face of the world, literally. He takes your character up into the sky, he drops you, and you fall to the death. You watch yourself die. The game is amazing. There's just so much going on in it.
I can dig it. Yeah, a lot of people. We're about to get onto yours. Oh, we already got on.
Yeah.
A lot of fucking people hated on Elder Scrolls Online, but to me, it's still an Elder Scrolls game.
It is a great game, but it's not.
It's
other
not
Elder
the
Scrolls
other
games. It's not
games.
supposed to be though. It's supposed to be more interactive. It's not a
And
solo
it is.
story, great person game. You're interacting with other people.
They
builds,
just
teams.
released the Morrowind DLC for it. I'd like to get that.
Would you?
Yeah. Could we play that? You should get it so we can play that all three
Yeah,
of us.
definitely. If you want to play some more of that, I'll hop back on.
And if you get Ark, you know,
I do want to get Ark. I really do.
I do too. My only
He made it sound
condition-
amazing.
You know my
It's
only
good.
condition. I just need you guys to be on when I play,
Oh yeah.
and we're gonna take over.
I mean, we work the same schedule, so that's easy
Yeah.
to manage.
But I don't know. Ratchet and Clank was a big thing. For
I
me.
thought about saying that, man, but
I did
couldn't
too.
put it over the Bethesda games,
It's just it's always going to be a story that sticks with me.
and they're great, and we grew up with them.
Jack and Daxter are always going to be something that sticks with me.
I got Crash Bandicoot coming back too.
Do they really?
Yeah, there's a. It's like a trilogy, I think.
Really, it's
end of
not
this
just a
month.
remastered. It's like a whole new
what
story.
I heard was it's remastered, but they've added stuff to
Okay,
it.
that's cool. Sly Cooper. Did you
I
guys
loved
ever play
that game.
Yeah, I
That
remember
was
that.
game was
fun.
great.
That was it. Those games, I don't know, they just captured a sense of innocence. when I played
Yeah.
them. Was
And they still had badassery.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
was fun. Ratchet and Clank Deadlocked. I remember I begged my grandma to get that for me for Christmas. You can fucking grind on rails while blasting the fuck out of motherfuckers. Did you guys play that?
Yeah.
It
I
was
really
good.
had to borrow that game from you. I wanted it. It was good.
Did I let you borrow it?
Yeah,
Okay. Did I ever get it back?
probably, yeah.
No, I asked that because
A lot of games I didn't get back either.
Yeah, we'd always lend it. It wasn't our fault. We just always lend each other games, and we wouldn't get to see each other for months growing up. So, like, you know, games would go up missing at GameStop. You know what I mean? Mainly because of me. But that's who I am. You know? I don't know.
They were a big part of my childhood, video games in general.
What are
Oh,
your
yeah.
thoughts on where video gaming is going now? We touched on this a little bit earlier when we were at work, but what are your guys' thoughts on where gaming is going?
I think the concept of it and its performance and everything is evolving, but to me it's a lot like the cinema industry. I like shit that's original, and I like shit that's creative. I'm not a huge fan always of sequels or trilogies or just continuing to reheat that day old pizza. I like to see people, I like indie games too. People that
Yeah,
just come out
yeah.
and like put their creativity on paper and they put out a good game.
I can do that.
Yeah, I just talked to you about that, like Big City Builder or whatever
Yeah.
that I downloaded. It's free on PlayStation Network.
Mhm.
The game, was it great? No, but I mean, it killed 2 hours. I spent 2 hours playing a game that was free to play
Exactly.
just because I was like, oh, this is kind of neat. What's the next mission?
And I think video games are overpriced. I mean,
Oh,
I'm sure that's
wow.
a given,
Hell
but
yeah, they're tripping on this $99.
for a deluxe edition of a game should probably be $60, $70.
That's
100%.
kind of reasonable.
I think a brand new spanking game, you should be able to pick a good one up for $30, $40 and not have to waste a big
Is that
portion of your
just
paycheck.
us getting old or
I don't
being
think so,
broke?
no. I don't
Some
think so.
some companies are doing that. Like there are some new games that are coming out, like the new Uncharted game,
Yeah,
which it's not going based off of Nathan Drake. It's a totally
based off
different
some
story.
chick.
But they're releasing it for I think $30 or $40,
I agree with that.
That's normal.
which is a good decision
And I'm
on their
glad
part.
that someone like Uncharted, it's a big known name with Sony, did
Yeah.
something like that because it makes other people maybe want to follow.
Yeah, and especially nowadays when people are releasing games, and then you get this game and it's incomplete, and you've just got to sit there and wait for that DLC to get the rest of the maps or the rest of the
Yeah.
guns, whatever your game is. I mean, games like Madden, I'm big into sports games. They do have modes where you can spend money to buy packs to get your team better, but they also have opportunities for you to earn that, to go on the grind, to earn the coins,
which
to buy
is
the
cool.
packs,
I like
to
that. That's
unlock
the
the
game.
stuff.
Yeah.
A game is to be played. You don't pay to
No.
get further, and then you play the game and earn your shit.
I'd like to see a lot more in-game currency and not so much, you pulling out your wallet and spending
Right.
$50 and suddenly you just got better than somebody that spent all day yesterday grinding and practicing and trying to learn.
Exactly.
Also, I forgot. What are your guys' thoughts on online gaming? How could it be better?
Depends on which company you're talking about. Like
Yeah.
Ubisoft servers have continued to disappoint. I mean,
And that's
on
why-
Rainbow Six Siege, they released Operation Health to fix it, and I've yet to see a fix.
Yeah.
And Ubisoft is so bad that they had this game For Honor that when
Yeah.
it came out, people boycotted the game because the servers were so bad. Literally for 2 days, the game was empty, lobbies and everything. People got so tired of how bad it was online, they just said, "Fuck it, we need to make a point."
It was. I mean, I know it was a beta, but during that, I was like, "How am I supposed to test your game if I can never get into it?" Like you'd see the map and you'd go, "Okay, we're about to load," and then you get kicked out.
That's bullshit.
And it makes it even worse because that was actually a really good game.
It
I was
was.
into that for a while.
It was
really
very good.
You pick Vikings, Samurais, or
What is it? What game?
Knights.
it's called For Honor. Yeah,
I've seen that played. I
you
watched
start
a
out
little
with
bit of
those
that.
three. They've added some DLCs, but you pick them strategically. Every class has advantages, range on their weapons, skills, movement speed, and you really get down to the science of medieval battles. But it's hard to do that when you can't even get into a game.
Exactly.
Yeah, my boy Nick, Eyes Open, that's what he goes by. It's his rap name. I was watching him play that about 2-3 weeks ago on SharePlay. Looked alright.
That's good.
I don't know how
It's
much
fun,
time I
if you,
spent.
like you said, if you can get
Oh.
into a game.
Here's one. Back on what we were talking about earlier, a game I could always go back and play. Any of the Arkham games. Big fan.
They were great.
They are. What really did it for me is
And they started something too with that combat system and the counter
that's what I was
mechanic.
gonna say.
They started
The
a genre.
combat system is what did it. Like, it is so good.
It made the combat so fluid. You felt like Batman, punching,
Yeah.
kicking,
Oh,
countering,
yeah.
throwing,
Yeah.
grappling.
Spider-Man
That
2.
I can't even. I'm excited for that game.
Oh, I'm talking about the Spider-Man you're playing
Oh,
currently.
okay,
Amazing
okay.
Spider-Man 2. They kind of picked up that counter
They
system
did, but
a
that
little
game
bit.
feels clunky.
It is.
It
It is
feels
very
clunky.
much so. It's mainly the story that's interesting.
I think it's really for a superhero fan or a collector. The combat and everything isn't that great, but traveling around the city, the suits you can get, the
It's
village
for
you see,
me.
and the story you experience. Yeah,
It's a game for me because
But-
I hard dick all over the game. Yeah.
the new Spider-Man looks like Arkham Asylum
Oh,
covered
yeah.
in Batman.
It's
or
coming
Spider-Man.
soon. I
That's what's
wish
up. Yeah, I can get down
I
with
could
that.
pre-order it. I thought about it. It can be pre-ordered currently.
Can it?
Right now online.
You gotta pay $60 though, or you just pay $5?
I don't know. I'm sure you can go to GameStop and pre-order it
Yeah,
though.
GameStop just drop that $5.
Fucking
Go.
pre-order
Pay
it.
it off.
Shit.
And then I'm going to borrow it from you. Go ahead.
You're gonna have to come over and play it.
Yeah, he's not gonna let that go.
I
from
can't
his
believe
grips.
you let Horizon go so quick. This is who let me borrow Horizon.
Well, I wasn't playing it right now, and I'm not gonna be like, man, you gotta wait for me to beat it when I might not even touch the game. For like
I'm
2 months.
playing it like I'm playing the game.
And I figured you
enjoy
would.
it.
That's why I gave it
It's
to you.
fantastic.
Literally, I expect to get it back around the time that I might want to play it again.
It has what I look for in video games. It's so artistic, so beautiful,
It
so
is.
much adventure to be had. You
It
know,
does look fantastic.
it took forever to get away from the fucking tribe, though. That's my only beef. Like, forever. 2 or 3 days, I was still fucking with the damn tribe.
Have you branched out and like seen a lot more of the animals or the wildlife?
Yeah, I've gotten out now, kind of. I still haven't got complete freedom, I feel.
You need to find them caverns, man, so you can start controlling more stuff.
Okay.
It gets real badass when you
What
get up to the
can't- what-
T-Rexes and whatnot.
You can control the T-Rex.
You have to. There's about 4 caverns you have to go in and get this information, but each one you find one. You find the first one, then you get like tigers and birds, and the second one is more of the dinosaur
I
ones.
might
It-
have
it
you show me some
accelerates from
shit then, because like I keep dying by these giant crocodile
there.
things.
Those, you can control those too.
Can you ride?
No, you can only ride certain ones, but you can make a lot of them fight.
What's
for
the
you.
most badass thing you've ridden on there?
The tiger, or the saber tooth type one.
Okay, the sawtooth.
Yeah, the big one.
You guys are about to make me go out and buy this game.
It's fucking great, man.
dude. And you saw the graphics.
Yeah, I
are
watched
fucking
him play.
I want you to see
Beautiful
more
world.
of the world. It's fucking. It gets even better. There's some fucking bird thing trying to get me. Robotic bird,
Those
giant.
motherfuckers
It
are
was
assholes.
big though. It was huge. Like from here to there. Like I just showed him the distance of my apartment. It was huge, and I was running down this fucking mountain, and here comes it. Ah, fucking! I was like,
That's what's
no. I died. So that's how that ended.
That's that stuff in Ark, man. You just die.
Yeah. The thing with Ark, it's just not as fascinating as far as the graphics.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it from a graphics standpoint, Horizon smashes it 100%.
It's
like,
dull
graphics are
graphic.
way better.
How is
But
gameplay?
gameplay? I mean, it's a you gotta build your base. You gotta unlock.
How long does it
level
take
up.
to build a good base?
To build a good base? It takes time.
Okay.
But it's a game where you got to dedicate time to get your resources, unlock the, I guess you could call it blueprints, but it's really not. I can't remember the name, but you get these points to unlock stuff to where you can build certain things. But once you do, man, and you get that base going and you start taming all these dinosaurs and you're riding on the back of a raptor
You throw this
and
one.
just messing stuff up, it's worth it.
It's good.
That sounds fucking raw.
Like I said, I watched some gameplay that did intrigue me, but I'm just gonna have to get on it with you guys.
Yeah, I keep hearing this stuff about it. I'm gonna have to pick it up.
Fuck it. I feel like. Okay, where'd you get yours?
I mean, the route I took,
Put in a plug.
because
Plug
I'm
it.
GameStop worthy. Like, I live there. They know me. The dude knows me when I walk in. We're beard bros. But I walked in. I trade games. I never pay full price for a game unless I pre-order it and can pay it off. But I came in with my trade-ins, and just got a PlayStation Network
Yeah.
like $50 card.
Yeah.
Ended up getting the game for $13.
Damn.
Yeah. So
Because I look on the fucking.
yeah, the prices on there. They got the $100 one or whatever
Yeah.
it is. But I mean, it's $60, just like every new game shouldn't be, but is. But that's why I trade in. I always have games that I'm like, am I going to play this in the future?
He has a very good rewards card too, I think.
What?
Your rewards
The
card.
power up rewards?
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing saves me money. You get points that you can use for coupons as you spend money on stuff, and they actually have a little section in your account you can check out. Last year, my membership saved me $126.
Yeah.
And you can look at stuff like that for a $14 membership. A lot of people talk about how it's like a route to go selling games and it's just a ripoff, but believe it or not, that card actually helps a lot.
That's what I was saying.
$15 a
Would
year.
you say GameStop has a pretty legit system?
No, I don't think it is. I think they definitely undervalue games. But my thing is, all the people complaining about that are going to have stacks and stacks of games that just pile up, and they're going to throw more actual money at games when they could trade in the games that they're too stubborn to and actually get that game for free. Because it's either you're going to play them or you're going to not get all the full value back. But you're never going to have video games and sell them for what they're worth.
Yeah.
So I think you take what you can get.
I mean, they also do it by inventory. If you bring in
that's what you had told me.
Madden 17, and they've got 100 copies of it, they're not going to pay you $40 for that game.
No.
I mean,
No,
so
and that
they're
makes
not going to
sense.
make money off of that
That makes sense.
because they've got a plus and
Same
minus
with like
that
at
they
a
need.
comic book shop. I go over there and talk to Mike, and if he has, several of the same issue, he's not gonna want the shit. He's not even gonna give you money for it. It's a little different at a comic shop. He probably already has whatever you're gonna bring him. Comic Book Empire. That's where you need to go to get your comics. Just saying, it's the best comic book shop in Tulsa. There's a new one downtown. Checked it out. I checked it out. Learned about it when I was down there building the Mayfest, building tents. There's a new one down there in these old, what are they, box trailers? The big old trailers you put on the back of trains and shit.
Oh, boxcar.
Or you see them on ships.
Yeah.
Yeah, built out of
crates.
Yeah, these giant ass crates. They've made a little shopping center, and there's a little comic shop out there. I mean, it's one wall of comics. It's clean. It's a nice place. It's not for me. I like to walk into the boxes upon boxes of back issues.
Search through this stuff.
Yes.
Kind of, yeah.
Find your gym.
Have your new shit on the wall, but have a huge amount of fucking back issues, man. That's where it's at for me.
I get it.
I'm a big back issue kind of guy. I haven't got to buy back issues in a long time. You've actually brought me my first 2 back issues in.
That's Spider-Man and Daredevil?
Yeah. And, baby, how long has it been since I bought back issues? The issues that aren't on the wall, new issue. How long has it been since I haven't came home with new issue comics? Been quite a bit since I came home with old comics, right? Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's probably been that long.
She had no idea.
It's been a minute.
I'm stuck on this show.
New Girl?
Yes.
She's a big fan of New Girl. I could actually sit back and watch the New Girl.
Can you?
Yeah.
Kaylin loves that show. I haven't given it a chance yet. Am I being stubborn?
It's fucking great.
Is
I
it?
mean, it's a chick show, but it's
It's not.
Is that Zoe Deschanel?
the white girl that looks kind of like Katy Perry, but it's not Katy
Yeah.
Perry. Yeah. Yeah.
I might give it a couple episodes in.
I keep coming to y'all with this question. Who would you cast as the fucking Bat that's not been casted? Batman gets deleted. All of this hasn't happened. New Batman. They have to reboot it again. Who do you... And the power's putting hashtag this is Armando's hand or Josh the Gamer's hand. That's going to be your new nickname for when you enter the show. Because I see you being a guest again. You agree?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. You'd get along. Fred would love you. Frank, as Armando calls him.
Accidentally, if I'm thinking of an F name.
But anyway, you're coming back, so your hashtag this is the gamer. Or we could do hashtag this is Armando, hashtag this is the gamer instead of Josh the gamer.
I can get down.
That'd be cool.
You keep throwing these hard questions.
I'm
though,
saying,
'cause
this is taking
it's
some
like I'm
This
stuck
is
on
what
Ben
I
Affleck. I
do.
keep picturing him just even the way he
So
looks
is
based
Ben
off of
Affleck-
the
is-
animated series with
my
the square
question-
jaw.
Listen, is my question to you is Ben Affleck? My question to you my question to you is Ben Affleck your Batman? Let me say this first, so you're comfortable. Ben Affleck is my Batman. My mom told me, "Do you know how many old comic nerds would punch you in the face?" And I told her, "Bitch, I got 1,200 comics in my collection."
I mean, you go.
I didn't tell her that. I'd never call her that.
No.
Out of what we've had, I mean, Christian Bale did great for that series until, like we discussed, College Humor ruined it.
Yes,
with
they did.
mocking
They
his
fucking
Batman
ruined
voice.
it for me.
But
man.
I mean, we've had Clooney, we've had Val Kilmer,
Val
Adam
Kilmer,
West, the late Adam West,
Michael Keaton
was
was great.
But I mean, Ben Affleck.
Adam West. Thank you.
Rest in peace.
Mm-hmm. All right, continue.
It's just I feel like not only does he fill the Batman persona very well,
Mhm.
he also does the Bruce Wayne persona, and that's
Okay,
equally
he
important
does.
to me.
I agree 100%, and you both know my Batman now. You have witnessed my Batman. You're going to read the book, but you literally hear me talk about this character all the time. Ben Affleck is the closest portrayal to the Dark Knight Returns Batman I have seen. He is Batman. I tell you, he is Batman.
No arguments here.
No.
I'm just trying to actually think of an answer to your question. I'm just having a hard time.
Who would you? Oh, I can't answer that question. I just like throwing it at you
It's
guys.
incredibly hard. Like it's.
I
not-
can't answer it. I just like throwing it at you guys to see if maybe you'll answer it for me. I couldn't cast a Batman. I could cast a Captain America or anybody else. Peter Parker.
I mean, I feel like the direction they went with Spider-Man.
Tom Holland's good.
Yeah,
I
because
feel like that was good.
I saw a video the other day that said Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man was 26 and the kid after him was around 24. They finally got like a 19-year-old kid to play
Which
is-
Spider-Man.
Finally fitting for who Spider-Man started off as.
I just scratched my balls and wiped my nose, and like I went all the way up in there so my wife could see my sack as I scratched, and I saw her face just looking like that. Sorry, babe, I'm just doing my thing, and obviously
You live with that.
you're the only one to notice. Though, like Josh was sitting here talking to me. He
I'm
didn't
not peeking
watch.
under the table at your sack.
Right.
Yeah, I
Sniff it.
generally
I
don't.
scratched my nose, and like,
No,
You caught a whiff.
do you sniff your nuts ever? Have you ever just went in
Oh,
there?
100%.
I
I'm not
do,
gonna lie
like,
about that.
Reoccurring that I've done it. Like, fuck's going on
Especially
here?
times when I know I'm sweaty and
I just get
musky.
curious as to what my nuts smell like.
I'm
at
like,
that
how
time.
bad
I
is
feel you. I
this?
feel you.
Do you ladies not sniff your vages?
What? I mean, that's not a thing.
That's not a thing. It's for. I feel like it's a man thing. Like to. I need to smell my funk. I need to see what's going on in there. You know.
100%.
I'm
I've
not
done
alone in this.
it. No, I've done it.
Okay, say that, honey. I told you.
But I mean, I've never sat at a table with people and ran my hands up my shorts,
Fair point.
made sure my wife had eye contact, and
That
ran it
is-
across my nose.
No, look, that is something I do, but that was not what was meant to. I literally was moving my nuts, and then I didn't fucking just whatever. Either
You've got
way,
about 13 minutes, man, till you get the hands. How
Oh
are you
yeah,
feeling?
you're about to get that beat down.
oh, you're
Are you
really
nervous?
playing
You
justice.
called him out.
I'm not.
Back
You're not
out.
nervous?
Not
You feel more
really.
comfortable on the P4?
I really do.
Okay.
I do.
Because his argument was that the Xbox is just a little different, you know?
So you play on Xbox?
Yeah.
Okay.
He does have a P4 though,
Okay.
I just haven't
I
just-
have
but he
both.
also has an Xbox. You guys could hook up on both consoles.
Genuinely think there's a reason to own both if you can. They both have their pros.
I can dig it. No, just the controllers.
It's bulky.
It's different.
It is bulky.
It felt different, but I no longer blame it on that. I feel like I got my ass kicked over there.
There's a reason our Xbox is in the living room, though. It's because I love my PS4 for its exclusives, Metal Gear Solid, God of War, all that stuff. But the Xbox is the superior media device. For
100%.
Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, it's
100%.
just 10 times smoother. I don't know if it has a better processor or what, but as far as media goes, not even about the games, the Xbox is the home system.
I feel like this was
I
the
agree.
Gamersode.
Kind of was.
Yeah.
So, which, like I said, you'll
smoother
be.
interface too.
Yeah, it is. It really is. It's
Wait.
just, like I was telling her the other day, we were watching a movie. She wanted to play a game with her friend. I was on YouTube, just backed out, went to the game. Then she wasn't ready yet. I could back out, go right to my movie. With the PlayStation 4, it's not complicated, but there are more steps.
Yeah, it's more to it,
Mhm.
but
I can dig it. I'm gonna have to get an Xbox.
yeah, I mean, there's pros
We have a
and cons.
Wii in there. That's what we watch Netflix on in the bedroom.
Hey, Wii's?
We got fucking Mario, the old Mario in there. That's what we play.
Mario, like Mario 64 or Super Mario?
Super Mario, like on the gray one.
Like, if I get permission from the woman, I'm contemplating getting a Wii U.
Yeah,
Really?
for Zelda.
Zelda, dude, Twilight Princess is
It's-
by far my favorite Zelda game of all time.
Yeah, I'm just stoked because looks to be open world.
That's the new one, Breath of the Wild.
yes.
That's the newest one. Yeah, I don't. It might be on Wii U, but it might be Nintendo Switch only because I know they're doing
It's
some
probably on Nintendo
stupid
Switch.
crap where because they've got Splatoon 2 coming out. My son's really wanting that, but I'm like, you don't have a Switch, so that might be his Christmas present.
I feel like getting a 64 now just to get old Zelda and
Yeah.
get some Super Mario.
The
or
Zelda
Mario
looks
64.
good, man.
We recently bought a GameCube so she could play, what is it, Super Mario
Really?
Sunshine. And I was like looking at games. I wanted Super Smash Bros, but that's like $65. I was like, this game came out in like 2002.
Yeah.
And
Why
it's
is it
still
so
60
expensive?
fucking
Because
bucks.
it's a really wanted game for the GameCube right now. It's a real hot item, but I could probably find it on eBay or something.
What were
for
some
cheaper.
good games on the Cube?
Luigi's Mansion was really
Luigi, I was about
popular.
to say that.
I didn't
yeah.
get to really play the GameCube, so
Surprisingly, like the Resident Evil games, like the first Resident Evil and Resident Evil 4, they were pretty popular on there. Super Mario Sunshine, they had a.
I played
Mario
a wrestling
Kart.
game on there once.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't remember what
I can
it
imagine
was.
that'd be pretty difficult given how the GameCube
It was
controller
weird.
is.
What else? What else was bomb?
I never really had a GameCube. Around the time the GameCubes came out, I was playing a Sega Dreamcast.
Yeah?
Yeah. All that Sonic, man.
See, I don't even remember that. Like,
It's
you
not a
remember-
very popular or
No,
well-known
I remember
system.
Sonic. I had the Sega. I just don't remember you.
No, the
having-
Dreamcast, though.
Dreamcast is totally
It's
different.
different.
It was
You
the
got
black
that
one,
Was
right?
that disc?
Yeah, you got that little emoji thing
Oh,
that you
no,
put
I
into
didn't
your
play that.
controller, and it was
Right.
like white console,
Yeah.
big ass controller.
I don't remember ever since I always thought you had the P2. That's the when gaming.
I did
started.
have a PS2, but like I said,
Gaming really started for me because of him. You know. Yeah,
That's a good friend then.
Yeah, he got me into gaming. Coming over to his house and him playing all the games and shit.
that's a Sega Dreamcast.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
It looks like a PlayStation 1 with the
Oh,
colors.
I kind of miss having a PlayStation 1. Metal
Yeah.
Gear Solid 1,
Spyro.
Bloody Roar, Spyro. A lot of good classic games on that.
I
bitch.
got down on Spec Ops on that. That was a game me
Yeah.
and my sister used to play together. Out of all things,
Yeah,
getting pissed at each other. Why'd you throw a grenade? Yeah, it was great.
that's good
Graphics
shit.
were garbage.
I used to play 007 on the Xbox, the
I remember
original
those
Xbox.
games.
I
I
used to
like
play that with my cousins.
GoldenEye on the 64.
I
That's
like
where
that.
arguments were settled,
good.
man. Like, you think 1
Yeah.
plus 1 is 3? Meet me on GoldenEye.
That was one of the first
Stuff
games
like
I played
that.
online.
Yeah.
I got a taste of it.
It was
That game was good.
where it was at.
I want to ask you this because we've been talking about our favorite video games, some off the wall stuff. Why don't? Because I know you don't really play Halo or Call of Duty. Why don't you like those mainstream games? Really, is it because you're not an online type of person, or do you just really not enjoy the story modes either?
I love the idea of online, like as far as getting to play with my friends. I mean, my biggest dream is to have a good story and world to explore through, you know, with my partner.
Yeah, but I know you're not the type of dude to just get the headset, hop in the lobby, and just start, playing
No,
with randoms.
I'm even a fan of the headset because I like to run around and say gay shit. Thing is, I like to run around. And then, I mean, it doesn't fascinate me. I don't really know why the military games don't fascinate. If it was an open world military where like I'm doing where like I'm a soldier and I'm going through some like
You know they
some
have
shit.
that, right?
Where
Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Ghost
No,
Recon was a very
man.
100%, dude. It was a good
because
game.
I'm into military shit completely, but just Call of Duty is never fascinating. It's boring as shit. to me.
Wildlands.
I forgot about Ghost Recon.
Online, you can play with you and just one friend or you and 3 others. And you go around. You're military, but you're going around like dealing with the cartel.
That's what I
Massive
want.
map, flying helicopters, all
That's
kinds
what
of
I'm
stuff.
into.
Level up your guy, level up your gear.
I'm into that, and that's another big thing. Is I'm very into creative features.
Custom. Personalization just makes a game hit home
Way
more.
better.
it really does.
Having your own character speaks
Yeah.
volumes about video games.
So-
And I think people would genuinely like that. You can never go wrong with a creative character.
I'm
No.
not a fan of Call of Duty though. Never have been. It's not my shit. None of that.
No
Battlefront.
Battlefield, no Halo.
Yeah. I want to
feel
try
you.
the new Star Wars game, even though it's
I
kind
do
of
too,
Call of
but I
Duty
played
set.
Battlefront 1. I didn't like it.
Battlefront 1 was, in my opinion, Battlefield with a Star Wars skin. It really was, because I'm real big into Battlefield. But when Battlefront didn't have that campaign, I was like, let's see what the multiplayer was. And it was just Battlefield. That's all it was. I mean, you just had lightsabers, and there were fucking droids running around instead of people. That's all it was.
Yeah.
But
I
I
don't
heard
know.
Battlefront 2 is supposed to have a campaign, so.
What is that game called that you just said though? Badlands, Wildlands.
Ghost Recon Wildlands.
I might have to check that shit out. Definitely.
I only faded out from it because I'm real big into Rainbow Six Siege. That's my thing. I've got like almost 500 hours into that game.
I wonder how much it is right now. That Ghost Recon.
You able to look it up real quick?
I love how they both pull out their phones to go to their little.
We're on it,
GameStop app.
which I do have sitting right here. Gotta
Power
get the
clothes.
powers.
Look at you guys! Wow.
He's got those fast fingers, though.
Who's gonna come up with the information first?
Probably his. My wife's got my phone on like restriction. It's still 55 for pre-owned. And they do have you can buy currency and stuff too for that game, but it's not needed.
Yeah.
When I played the beta, even, the stuff I got was enough to complete like some of the hardest areas. Because I think they do it by skulls. Like you have all the way from one skull being super easy to 5 skulls being like you're about to get your shit packed.
Yeah.
And some of the guns you get in the easier areas can work in the harder ones, but it's better to upgrade.
What's the world like?
It's massive. It's like, I think, South American type
That's
area.
cool. But is it like worth exploring?
Oh, exploring is the whole premise of the game, I feel like. Because you go to different provinces, and there's different things you can unlock, different guns you can find. Totally. The missions do seem kind of repetitive. It's find this guy and either kill him or capture him, naturally. But
That's on a lot of games, though.
yeah.
A game that was overhyped, Mafia 3.
I don't think I even played that.
I did. And I enjoyed it. It just lacked. And some of the story was cool, but then it started to lack.
I liked it until it took me forever to get to the point of where I could delegate, okay, you're going to run this and you're going to run that.
Yeah.
Where it was, in the beginning, it was automatic. This goes to her, this goes to him, or whatever. And then I just faded out. But No Man's Sky, for me, overhyped.
I can
Big
do that.
time.
I love how much of a gamer cast this became today. This is
It really turned into it heavy.
Because like now all I'm thinking about is some games. And
Me too. I feel like stopping at GameStop now.
Exactly.
On the way home.
I'm gonna game.
Just getting in
a
trouble
bit.
with her.
I'm gonna game. Hopefully, we'll
I'm
see.
surprised you didn't like Watch Dogs, man, given how you like video games.
I played
couldn't
number
believe it.
1 and I didn't give it enough time.
You start controlling everything in that world, and it's just
Oh,
amazing.
man, it's so much fun.
I spent 20 minutes yesterday just fucking with bridges, trying to get as high as I could, doing jumps on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
It's a nice. I like the game because you are this regular ass guy that's got literally the entire city at his fingertips.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't really give it a good try.
How's number 2?
I haven't played it yet. I still haven't finished number one.
Oh,
But
A
ending
big-
in number 1's fantastic.
Is
I'm a
it?
big fan of Assassin's Creed.
Me too. But
Ezio's storyline.
Yeah.
I liked Altair. It probably is my top, but Ezio was really good too.
Ezio is my favorite.
I'm going to go with a not so popular, but I was real big into Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
That one, Edward.
What threw it off?
Yeah, that was a
huge
good
into
game.
that.
What threw it off for me was the naval shit.
That was
an awesome
what
part.
drew me
That
into
was
that
what I
one
didn't
more.
dig.
I liked that.
Because
I-
it threw me back to this old Sega Genesis game that I used to play,
Yeah.
where you're a pirate. And I mean, it looked like crap, but you'd go on your boat, and that was the main thing for you on your ship.
Your
shoot-
boot. Your boot.
Yeah, as the Canadians would say.
Your boot. I wish we fucking. It would have been.
I like number 3 too with Connor, the Native American.
Yeah,
That one
yeah,
was
that one's
cool.
good.
I
They
dug
spent
that.
too much time on his father though.
Yes.
I feel like I played an hour and a half as just his dad, and I was just waiting to be Connor and get my cloak and get my
Right.
hidden blades and get everything and get my character up there.
I like the world on that one.
I think they're good games. They just, to me, they seem to start pumping them out like clockwork at one
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, it's starting to be like a Call of Duty type thing.
Yeah.
Where they're like, oh, we got to get another
They're
one
making
out
money
there.
off their fan base pretty
Yeah,
much.
which is what it is. You're paying for the name.
Yep. I'm good. Ezio was my guy. I really
was
enjoyed
dope.
his three. He had 3 of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And his really weren't that bad when you think about all the Assassin's Creeds that they dumped out and they branched off on his story before they made 4. I think it was Revelations and something else. They weren't that bad.
Yeah, I enjoyed them, man. I beat all 3.
The only Assassin's Creed I think I've ever beat was number 2 and number
Which was
1.
Ezio, number 2.
Yeah, number 2 was Ezio's origin story, I guess. You fucking open up.
Number 1, you were a
Altair's thing.
Templar or something.
No, you were Altair. You were an assassin. You were just a fallen assassin because you broke the code. They took all your shit from you, and then you had to earn it back by killing all these people. You found out you were killing Templars, and your leader of the Assassin Brotherhood was a Templar trying to take the Holy Land.
Is anybody gonna go see All Eyes on Me?
I want to. Looks
All
good.
Eyes on Me. Which one was that?
The Tupac.
Tupac film.
I
It's
think I've
Living
seen
with
the
My
previews.
Wife, Batman, and Hip Hop. So I figured I'd
Throw in that little bit right there.
sniffing. This isn't really just a nerd podcast. Like, to be completely honest.
Sometimes we talk about hip hop.
Sometimes hip hop just is like the bastard stepchild of the cast, I guess. Like it
There's
just
no love.
it just doesn't get. But there's a reason.
People talk about hip hop enough. They need to hear about video games and comic books, man.
I agree. Yes, preach. And there's a reason I personally don't bring up the hip hop as much. It's because I'm disappointed, and you both know this in what's going on in hip hop. There's not a lot.
The lack of substance and the
Yep.
mumble rap and all that
There's
stuff.
not a lot
I get it.
that inspires me. Man.
I just have my close circle, people that I listen to that give me what I want out of my music.
K Dot,
Yeah, J. Cole, Logic,
TD.
Big Crit,
Yes, sir. I know.
fucking Earl Sweatshirt.
Wolfgang, Odd Future,
I don't care what anybody says, man. That dude is a lyricist.
Tyler. I don't listen to him like that, but I remember
No,
when he
but Tyler's
first.
not as good. Earl is just a born rapper.
I remember when he first came out with that. I'm a fucking walking paradox. No, I'm not. Threesomes with a fucking triceratops.
People
Rap
went crazy for that shit.
rapping
And that
as I'm
beat,
about
too.
to death. Rock star. Wearing synthetic wigs made of anwars, dreadlocks, bedrock. Harder than the motherfucking Flintstone.
Making crack rocks.
Out of pussy fellas. Fish bones.
Pussy fellas.
What's it say after that? Swallowed a something while somebody's been telling me that she's been getting intimate with men.
Shut the fuck up.
Sick, shut the fuck up.
Here's a number to my therapist.
You tell him all your problems. He's
Fucking
fucking awesome
awesome
at
at
listening.
listening.
Jesus called and said he's sick of the disses. I told him to quit bitching. This isn't a fucking hotline. 4 fucking shrink sheesh. I already got mine. If he's not fucking
not
working,
working.
I think I'm wasting my damn time.
We'll go ahead and do the whole song for you guys just because we're already halfway there.
No, just because he's
I'm on
unpacking.
with 3 past 6. And that's Postal. This is Revenge of the Dicks. That's 9 cocks to cock 9.
That shit was
Some
ew.
tech shit or Columbine. Yeah, it's a good song, and that beat was dope.
He's fucking eating a cockroach and shit. That's not done in the rap game a lot. People don't get weird,
No.
which I like.
Or
Get
nor do they
weird.
really step out of that box. People are now, like, I think Lil Uzi Vert
They
is
get
really
weird in
out
the
of
wrong
box.
ways.
Yeah.
Like
But yeah,
wearing
that's not
bright
popular.
yellow skinny jeans
And
and
purple
shit.
dreads.
Yeah, that stuff.
It's not out of the box, buddy. That's in the closet. It's not out of the box. That's out of the closet. I'm not a fan.
No.
Anyway, how you guys feel?
I feel like whooping your ass.
I feel like seeing an ass whooping take place.
Well, I'm Sean. Something to write to Lewis,
Hashtag this is Armando.
Hashtag the gamer.
and this has been hashtag fuck Fred. This has been
Hashtag fuck Frank.
Frank. Hashtag fuck Frank.
You guys will see him next time.
He's all right. He's a good guy. I love him. No.
Shout out to Fred.
Shout out to Fred. He'll be
Miss
here,
you.
though. Yeah. I feel like we did good, though.
I feel like we had a great cast.
Yeah.
It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Where the fuck is he?
Did he just wasn't able to make it? Wife and kids? What
No,
happened?
kids. He has the kids.
You knew exactly where he was.
I know where he's at.
Rhetorical
Just want to be a
question.
dick.
Yeah.
But, no, I was hoping somebody would come up with he's in the Batcave or, something fucking nerdy and creative. Can we redo that? Where the fuck's Fred?
He's in the Bat Cave.
And this has been Living with My Wife, Batman and Hip Hop. Shouts out to my wife.
Take it easy.
Blah.